Hi everyone, how are you? I was going to turn on the fan and so I was like, oh, run a little bit late, but also a little bit because I set up I put it here, but I guess it's over here. It's weird because like the paint is actually over here, but I put the cam over there. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see how I do with it. But I was just like, we need an extra cam so that they can see like the paint mixing and stuff. Alrighty, let's see. First in chat was Kim. Hello, Kim. Today's question of the day is, what type of coloring page is out of your comfort zone? Or I just said, what is a type of coloring page that is out of your comfort zone? Good morning, Josephine. Let's see. Kim says fur and faces. You know, fur is probably my weakness as well. Kim, let's see. Josephine says, Josephine says, Kerby Rosanes, April Forest Girl, and Walk in the Woods by Layla Dooley. I don't think I have an April one, but I've heard about it a lot. Hi, Megan. Let's see. Dawn, hello. Britt, hello. Oh, Kerby, gotcha. Let's see. Mona. Let's see. Kerby Rosanes. Yep, it's a common thing. Millie Murata. Yeah, Britt, I find I struggle with hers. I find that I need to figure out a way to use the lines that she does a little bit differently. Let's see. Beautiful day here in my part of Texas. All right, what part of Texas? Let's see. There's a giant crane outside right now. So there's that. But it's like overcast today. I don't know if it's actually supposed to rain, but I suppose we'll see. Let's see. Cece, good morning. Let's see. Question, fur and skin. Yeah, fur for me too. I tried in a small section. It wasn't good. I guess I need to practice more. Yeah, I think if I were to choose anything, fur would definitely be it. Hi, Callie. Let's see. Renee. I'm out of my zone with very busy pages. Yeah, I think that's why I sometimes struggle with Kerby's a little bit. Let's see. Say fur, skin, but I won't let it stop me. Good. Let's see. Allison, good morning. Wilma, good morning. Let's see. And Marcy. Yeah, Millie Murata's hard. Like, it's interesting. Well, first things first, let's talk about the elephant in the room, but a good elephant in the room. So I made a command in case anyone asks, and I know it sounds like when you read it, it'll sound kind of curt, but it's because I had to get all the facts in there because I can only do like a teeny, what am I doing here? Here, I can only do like a little bit of text, like I'm limited to how much I can do, but I wanted to get all the information in there. So if you type in ! charity, it will give you the most recent update, at least it should, maybe? There it is. It'll give you the most recent update for the charity stream. So long story short, after Sunday and everything, our total came out to 1,084, which just blows my mind. All right, blows my mind. So not only now can we get the women all of these coloring books and everything, but we can also get them any necessities they could need. Like, I didn't even really think about it that hard, like, it's because, you know, we had the plan of what we did, but then I was, you know, my mother spoke with the director there and we were talking about like, okay, well, what are some things that the women need? Like, they have what they need there, but of course, you know, they're limited because it all comes from the facility. So, you know, things as simple as, you know, lotion, shampoo, conditioner, like even toilet paper, like all of this stuff. So the goal is to get everything purchased within the next 2 weeks. And then for the coloring books, those have to come from the US. So that's going to take a little bit longer. Our goal is to get them there by mid-April. But one of the other cool things that I was talking about with my mom as she brought it up is not only are we helping these women, but because we're purchasing their necessities in the village, we are, okay, cool, Kelly, I'll take a look. We're supporting the women, but also we're supporting their small community because we are going to be purchasing everything locally, which means all of this money will go back into the village itself. So it's going to be awesome. And I can't wait to share more updates. Like, part of me, like, I want to just hop on a plane and go down there and like do it myself. But it's going to be absolutely awesome. So as things update, I will let you guys know and keep you posted. I'll probably put all of the updates in the community tab, but for now, I'll also keep the command updated. So if you ever want to see like, oh, where are we at with the process? Anytime there's something new, I'll update the command and then you can go ahead and pull it up. Okay. Right, Derby? Yeah, that's what I was looking for. I couldn't find the words boost to the economy. Yes. Okay, so let's see, differences. Not out of my comfort zone. You just have to break it into smaller bits and work forward. It's usually the amount of time something may take that scares people. I could see that, because I suppose if I spent a really long time on fur, it could come out really cool. Right? It came out so cool. So let's see. I know, I couldn't believe it, Marcy. Like, we were all just blown away. Yeah, it's a double win, exactly. Let's see, Bibliophile, welcome. Let's see, Joanna from Northern Nevada, welcome. Let's see. Right, it was amazing. Absolutely. And that's the other thing. So now, first of all, Renee redeemed the official first square to the, let's pull this up, to the community quilt. So I haven't gotten to them yet, but that's also why I gave myself a window to get the squares put together. But we're gonna have Renee's square up here. I'm hoping to work on them today. If not, I'm gonna do them tomorrow. And then we're gonna have a special charity event square where I've already talked to everyone who qualified for that one, and we're gonna have names or whatever else. Anyway, it's gonna be a special community square that will go on the quilt. All right, so let's pop over here. See, it's super fancy too, because if I go to this one, I've got the face cam and this cam. So it's like cameras all around. Yeah, it was absolutely amazing. Hi, Kara. Speaking of Renee, you guys, look at what she snagged off my wish list for me. And it was waiting in my mailbox for me. My very first stickles. I've never had stickles before. I've seen you guys use them, but I've never had them. All right, that one, and then look at how pretty this orange one is. So, well, orange, it's more like a coral with yellow glitter. Hi, Yana. Hi, Pam. Hi, Elise. Welcome. You doing vinyl or embroidered? I'll probably do embroidered because we have some that donated more or wanted to remain anonymous. I'm also having them put like a saying on there, and I think it would be too difficult to fit everything if I was hand stitching it. So for the charity one, I'm definitely going to do vinyl. And then Renee redeemed the vinyl one. Right, Kara? What do stickles do? So they remind me of, like, you know, fabric paint, like puffy paint. That's what it reminds me of. But it says for paper crafting, non-setting, easy flow tip. So I think it'll create a slightly raised, just kind of glitter embellishments. So I'm super excited. Let's see. Can someone remind me of the book she's painting in today? Yes, we are. Oh, hang on. I dropped one. Oh, I can't reach. There we go. Okay. Yeah, we are doing Worlds Within Worlds, and we are using Arteza Watercolors. What coloring book is the type of yeah, Worlds Within Worlds. Yeah. Thank you, Josephine. Every week I grab a different supply. They just haven't made the cut yet. Oh no. But can be flattened out with a brush. Oh, good to know. Good to know. Okay. Yeah, I haven't messed with them yet, but I was thinking, I'm like, this might be good. So I figure we can kind of warm up a little bit. Scooch my chair. And I've got this additional tripod here for this, but I really don't want to I don't want to bump it. Oh, like I just did. Okay, hang on. We got this. Okay. Oh, nice, Dawn. That's awesome. Okay, so we used, there we go. We used whatever color this was. I don't remember the names for these colors, but it's just a blue. I almost feel like I should make like a full one of this. But yeah, so it's just like a darker blue. And before stream, I was working on filling in the rest of her jacket. I caught a really good sale with a combined coupon, so I got a huge selection of colors of stickles. Oh my gosh, that's amazing. Let's see. Oh, did I miss people coming in? Hi, Lucy. Hi, Robin. Sorry. I know, right, Britt? Exactly. I'm all about the rainbow pages. Speaking of coupons, okay, so I realized it kind of snuck up on me, and I think it's just because I've been so busy, but Easter is coming up in like a week and a half, and I'm like, crud, I haven't done anything Easter-wise for the kids, like at all. But here's the thing. So books are always an option, but the kids are getting older, and honestly, they have too many toys that they don't use. And so it's like, I don't want to just get more stuff that's just going to end up in the bottom of the toy box. So I was trying to brainstorm this year about what is something different. And I had a thought, and then I looked online, and I guess it is a thing, and I just haven't heard about it. But I had a thought for something useful. Like, obviously it's not practical to like put, you know, like, oh, you get a trip every week, because that's just not practical. But what I did think was practical was doing a coupon book for the kids. So like they get to choose what we make for dinner one night, or, you know, a video game where we play together, or a board game night, or whatever else. So I'm thinking I want to do a coupon book for their Easter basket. Who is your favorite coloring book artist? Do you have one? Absolutely. Ooh, hit that. I gotta be careful. Johanna Basford. Johanna Basford is far and away my favorite. I will always come back to her books. They're absolutely brilliant. But yes, hands down. Hands down. Hi, Marilyn. Hi, Laura. Good morning, everyone. But yeah, so we are in Worlds Within Worlds. Oh, I brought my heat gun up, but I forgot to plug it in. Hang on. Oh, I keep knocking that. I'm gonna have to figure out like a more permanent way to not have that knocked over. I brought in my heat gun, and then I said, oh, it's under my desk. I set it right there thinking, oh, I'm gonna need that. And then I did. I'm plugging it in. Definitely did not just bonk my head on the desk, but it's cool. It's cool. I nearly knocked over my entire cup of coffee this morning. Thankfully, it was like, I only lost about a 1/4 inch of coffee, but still could have been very disastro. Okay, here we go. I'm not gonna lie. Because I did this little camera so last minute, it's held onto the tripod with washi tape. So we'll see if it lasts. Kerby, yeah. From the early 90s, 2000s. It's from the year 223 AD. Used to do candy PJ's Craft just to attend a community event. I have some blurry pics of Bunny in action and the big fish stories to go with it. Oh, that's cute. Right? It's so pretty. Hi, Sigrid. You have any idea how hard it is to get a blurred photo with a digital camera? My cat donated some fluffy fur for the too. Well, see, and I have to be careful with candy for the kids in there. Let's see. Yeah, the music stuff. For the kids with candy and stuff, like it can really only be chocolate or stuff that is dye-free. Not that I'm just like, oh no, dye, blah, blah, blah. No, little Steve is actually allergic to it to a degree. We realized he was breaking out in almost like a hives-like rash, and we're like, this seems to be correlating a lot with like kids' birthday parties and stuff. And so last summer we tested it. We didn't go to all that many birthday parties during the summertime. And so we did our best to completely cut out food dye for him. And then at the end of the summer, we reintroduced it to double check. And lo and behold, well, when we went to the zoo the other day, I told you guys we went to the San Antonio Zoo. They had these popcorn stands everywhere. And I didn't even think about it. But the like cheese flavoring or butter chip flavoring, whatever they put on it, was bright yellow. And I don't know if I was just not thinking or distracted or whatever. Anyway, the point is, by the time we left the zoo, poor little Steve had completely reacted to the dye in it. So I told Big Steve, I was like, well, if nothing more, that really reiterates the fact that we got to keep him away from dye. So I can't just do like the traditional stroll down the candy aisle either, which is why I'm like, I want to get creative this year. So Zen Doodle. Ooh, that's fair. Hi, Brooke. Yeah, Zen Doodle. Like I said, I enjoy drawing mandalas, I think, more than I do coloring them. I don't draw as many of them these days. I have a couple of them like up in the store. But I'm also going to be working on the sticker club and the free coloring download this weekend. I want to try and get that done ASAP. Let's see, make sure I'm not missing anything in chat. Ooh. We're just talking about going to the zoo. Do you have a favorite zoo? Like, I know we're original. Oh, that's why you're wiggling. Isis. No kidding. Okay, I'm going to tell you guys right now. Isis has been so mad at me because she's been obsessed with my computer chair lately. So now, whenever I'm sitting in it, she comes over and just, like, stares at me and meows at me. Like, it's ridiculous. She's good. I talked to her yesterday. Yeah, I checked in with her yesterday. She is doing just fine. Gummy bears that I can eat. They're sugar, gluten, starch, dairy-free, and they are free of artificial. Ooh, yeah, definitely. I mean, because we can do some fruit snacks, and you'd be surprised. There are a lot of good non-dye-heavy options. Okay, so I'm getting like an indigo on this. So we thought of going to the Portland Zoo. It is so nice, Mayland. The Portland Zoo is far and away my favorite of all the zoos that I've been to. In Texas, so far, my favorite zoo is the Waco Zoo. I really like that one. It's perfect for like a day trip with the kids and everything. It's wonderful. All right. Let's see, what are her names? Oh, that. You see. She has funky bits and details that doesn't make sense. Funky fingers, direction the fur goes wrong. Stare. Right? You know, I stumbled across, and I don't remember the name of the account. I didn't follow it, but I stumbled across an account yesterday, and she does animal portraits. And if you look back, like, she does a lot of good portraits. But I was looking at her profile, and recently she's posted, and you know, maybe she changed her style. Artists do that all the time. But her last 3 pictures on it, they just look so much like AI. And when she does her work in progress videos, she zoomed in and you can see her adding lines to them, but you don't, I don't know, maybe I just didn't do a deep dive enough. Maybe she did just change like her style. And again, I don't even remember the name. It was just something I came across, but I was just like, oh, that sucks. So people are like using AI for all of that. Let's see. Oh wait, what did Pam say? Oh, Pam, I'm so sorry. That's so hard. Oh. Lots of hugs, lots of love. Oh, it's a hard time to go through. Okay, I'm gonna dry this real quick. Be careful not to knock the other can here. Oh, what is vinyl or embroidered? The quilt squares. So if you type in !quilt, I have a whole page on my website talking about the project, but, oh, I hit that again. But basically, I have this cork board up behind us. I've got community quilt, and I've got this one here. Renee has a square coming, and we have one for the charity. But basically, it's our year-long project where you gain points by chatting in chat, and then you can use those points to redeem a quilt square. And at the end of the year, or maybe we'll extend it depending on how many people want to get in on it, we're going to put it together and we will make a community quilt. So it's meant to take a little while. It's not meant to happen right away, but I'm really excited to get it put together. Let's see. Are most coloring books done by a person and AI? AI is mostly online stuff? Not necessarily. No. So, like for instance, I bumped that. For instance, Christine Karen, myself, Lana Green, there are a bunch of artists that are on Etsy that do hand-drawn stuff. But there are also a lot that do AI stuff. And most of the time you can, you understand kind of how they look and you could recognize it. I saw a video the other day where somebody was at some sort of art convention and people who did AI art had their booths taken down because I guess they had a really strict rule about not allowing AI art, which was like, sucks for them, but also kind of cool that they're staying true to the artists that, you know, spend hours and hours. Let's see. Oh, how can you tell a coloring book is illustrated by an artist or AI? So yeah, a lot of it is trained eye, but if you go to my Facebook group, !Facebook, I believe, I actually have a link pinned at the top, and it is kind of an AI checker where you can drag and drop an image, and it will tell you the percentage likelihood that an image is AI. So yeah, it's not like 100%, but I did do some test runs of ones that I know for a fact are not AI, and it was fairly accurate. I was impressed. Yeah, well, as people when they post a page or something in groups, if they say I'll actually make a note of who they are. I'm like, almost always odd. Yeah, the hands are always odd. Like they've got extra fingers or whatever else. Ooh, sounds good, Kenny. I had mine this morning, but I told you that because I nearly knocked it over. I had a bunch of errands to run this morning, but oh my goodness, I was downtown today and I saw an accident happen this morning. It wasn't like full on nose to nose highway crash kind of deal, but it was enough that I was like, oh my gosh, because it happened right behind me, like right behind me. And I happened to glance up in my, hi Minty, I happened to glance up in my rear view mirror and not like it happened so fast. I couldn't quite see how it was happening, but essentially we were going down the road and there was a black car on the right-hand side and there was a white, Isis, stop rubbing the camera. there was a white SUV next to it, and I don't know if the SUV just wasn't looking or what, but it suddenly like turned right to like go into a parking lot or something, but they didn't get to the parking lot and they just plowed into the side of the little car, and I was just like, oh my gosh. Yeah, definitely. Yeah, the crunch of cars. It was this big loud thump, but like it freaked me out because it happened right behind me. Like, she does. She keeps coming down here. Guys, she is so disgruntled with me. Here, I'm gonna take a picture and I'm gonna show you. She will sit in this office and just stare at me. Excuse my shoes that are on the ground. She will just stare at me. Let's see. Yeah, she's rubbing her face on the floor right now. But like, why did that do that? Okay, it's kind of blurry because hello, my hands, but hang on. Yeah, so she's a little squinty, but basically she sits there and just like stares at me until I let her take my seat. And if I don't get out of the seat, she is just like sitting there meowing at me, rubbing her face on things. Like, she's mad. She's like, my seat? No, kitty, it is my seat. She has, the issue is like, if I let her sit on it too, there's so much cat hair on my seat. I was like, God forbid I wear black pants when I sit down and it just sticks to it. Like, oh, come on. Hi, Carol, how are you? We had a transport truck overturn, munch a van on the, oh my gosh, turned into an hour-and-a-half snail crawl. Yeah, it was absolutely insane. Well, and here's the thing. So, like, we love where we're at, right? Russian Barbie. Oh, yeah. I love that. I hadn't even thought of it to that. But yeah, this is from Kerby Rosanes' World Within Worlds. I've been staring at this page for ages, and I figured it was a good time to do it. So yesterday, I was, like, we live in a small town. Where I have to drive to get to town, it's kind of like out of town, so it's not super commonly patrolled by police officers. So a lot of times people will take advantage of that and they'll be a little bit crazy on the road. No, she sits on it anyway. In fact, Steve has a cushion on his seat, and yesterday she went and sat in his seat. She didn't sleep, but she sat in the seat on the cushion and just stared at me. Like, she very much wants me to know that she is angry. She is angry and I'm in her chair. Like, she just wants here. And if I were to leave to get up to like go get water or use the bathroom or whatever else, she's gonna be in it the moment I come back. She a new cat? No, she's like 19 years old. That's why I like don't give her too hard of a time, because she's old and can't change her ways. But anyway, so you know, when a school bus, oh, hang on. Before we move on to school bus, let's do our new color. Let's do a green for her shirt right here. She has a chair. That's the thing. There are like 3 cat towers in this house. She has like a bajillion beds. She can even go in this thing that I made for Annie. Right there. Like, the amount of seating I have made for these cats. And she's just like, yeah, nah, I'm good. Now get out of my seat. But okay, so obviously when getting under stuff over here, that's kind of an olive green. I don't want an olive green. Let's get, what's this one? I want like, that's better. That's better. Let's see what this green is like. Oh, okay. Yes, I like that. We're going to shift this up here because I think I'm going to mix it up here. So this is, you can tell, maybe you can tell. I don't know. I need to make it, I can't zoom in with this one, or maybe I can. But it's kind of like a muted green, which is nice. And she's laying on my feet now. Right? It is. It's absolutely hers. Okay, so most of you know that if you are, oh gosh, that's wet. I need to dry it. Hang on. This is what happens when I try and tell a story and I get distracted. Most of you know that like when there is a school bus, right? And it stops and it's either picking up kids or letting off kids, you know, those stop signs pop out. She actually is. My toes were kind of cold, so I'm not mad that she's decided to settle on my feet. So I'm gonna probably have to darken this up a little bit, but I'm gonna do it on my own later so we can move on to a new color. But anyway, when a school bus stops and the stop signs pull out on the side of the bus, both lanes of traffic are supposed to stop, right? Because it's keeping the kids who are getting on or getting off safe in case they're crossing the road. That's just the law here. You see a school bus, you have to stop and you have to wait for it to be done, okay? So on this street that I was on, the speed limit was about 60, I think, because we're out. I know, right? A foot warmer. And so when I saw the bus, I pulled up on the opposite side of the road. There were probably about 3 or 4 cars passed. I got there kind of near the end where the bus was unloading kids. And there wasn't, thankfully no kids came out on the opposite side or anything. So I'm sitting there, I'm first in line in the right-hand lane, right behind the bus and everything. So I stop. Well, the bus drops off the kids. Ooh, nice, Annette. The bus drops off the kids. There's parents on the other side picking them up. But the law is both lanes of traffic stop. It's a safety thing, right? So the moment the bus has folded the signs back. So, and there was no way that this person behind me would have known that the signs were gone because she couldn't see it from where she's at. Right, Annette? It's going to be great. She couldn't see the signs from where she was at. She was further back. And keep in mind, the speed limit is like 60. So, that's pretty fast. There's some sort of something there that's keeping me from putting color on it. Anyway, long story short, the signs just closed, like just barely. And she bolts past me going down the middle lane, the turning lane. None of the other cars of us have even started moving yet. And she darts around me, is just whipping down the middle lane. And I'm just like, oh my God, like the bus only just folded its signs. And so you better believe that I wailed on my horn and she stopped. She did, as it should be, Joanna, absolutely. She stopped, but she stopped like mid and she was like half in the lanes and everything. And I'm just like, oh my God, you don't just blast past. Like, it's one thing, I suppose, I don't know. There's really no excuse from it. And I was really wishing there was a cop there. The petty part of me took a picture of her license plate, but in reality, there's nothing I can do about it. But you better believe that I made her feel real embarrassed real fast because I wailed on my horn and she stopped. And if I could interpret a mood for car movement, I'd say she was pretty sheepish, but right? I know. There was like none of it. Oh, I have no problems wailing on my horn if people are being idiots on the road. Like, that is the only complaint I have here. The amount of times, like, I've almost gotten nailed or somebody was, and again, I know it's because we don't, like, we're out of the main part of town a little bit, but we are doing the nesting dolls from Worlds Within Worlds, which I don't know why I didn't do these sooner, but I was so mad, man. I mean, first of all, what is that? It's reckless driving. Second of all, child endangerment. Like, hello? Like, who does that? Like, and this isn't like me judging her because she's young, maybe a little bit, but she definitely had like the college girl look to her vehicle. She had a personalized pink license plate and a, Kappa Phi banana pie thing, the symbols for her on the back of the vehicle. But I was just like, you have got to be kidding me. Oh, absolutely. Hi, Ronnie. Oh, wait, what did you say? Submit it to the police with your description. They may mail her an infraction. Maybe. I really want to, because that was just, like, it's one thing if someone cuts me off or darts in front of me or whatever, but it wasn't just me. Yeah, exactly. Or either she was on her phone and all she saw was just me paused in the middle of the road. But, like, yeah. Anyway, I snapped a picture and I was just like, this is completely ridiculous. Like, she could have legit hurt someone. All right, pink purse. And when I say it's pink, I don't mean the letters were pink. I meant the whole thing was pink with white letters. And then the Kappa whatever thing on the back of her vehicle kind of confirmed it. Okay, so let's see. This green is a little bit brighter and we could add a little bit of blue to it, but I think we'll just do this green here. But yeah, I was just livid. I assume like I would just call the non-emergency line, right? Okay, I'm judging her. Right? No, Well, and the hilarious part is, like, all of that aside, you know how when there's a car or somebody driving that is clearly impatient and they're like darting around and being unsafe, and then you both end up at this, like, you're not darting around, you're going the speed limit, you're being safe, and then you both end up at the same stoplight because they got slowed down by something else. That's what happened. That's how I was able to get a picture of her vehicle and her license plate and everything, because I was just like, you and your, you know, racing around and your little hoopty here, you're stuck at the same line I am. There was no reason for that. Ooh, yeah, possibly. Because I don't recall what school bus it was. And it's not like there were no traffic cams or anything at the time. I should make a note of the streets that it's near. But yeah, like I said, it was kind of a country road. So it's like they'd be going on my word. But still, I was just livid. I was just like, you know, you're lucky there wasn't a kid that was coming out. And I'm pleased that she reacted to the horn and stopped. But you know, I try not to be too Karen-ish, I suppose. But I mean, come on, that was just completely reckless. Okay, for the edging, let's do a darker red on the edge of that. Right. Oh, and Monia's so great. She's so wonderful. So much talent there. All right, let's get this one, which is kind of like I think it was like a brick red. Yeah, it's a brick red, but I want it more red. So let's take this one. Like, I had my own kids with me in the car, so it's not like I could have done like a citizen's arrest. Oh my gosh, that might put me over the top, but I was so angry. So angry. I was like, how can you be that inconsiderate and that clueless? Okay, good. Oh, yeah, that's a good idea. Like more regular patrols out there. That would be nice. I might do that then. Okay, so let's put this darker red over here. Well, and then this one, I was feeling a little like, oh, I probably shouldn't have said that kind of thing. So, hi. I was gonna say rainbow, but yeah. Well, hello. Yes. Hi, Vicky. Perfect, Josephine. Awesome. Vigilante Emily. Right? I need like a cape and a mask. And I'm just going to be like, you know, you ever seen those videos of the crossing guards where they whack their sign on the cars that aren't paying attention? Like, of course, you know, it's dangerous anyway. And, you know, with other cars involved, I would have wailed on my horn. But the fact that it was a school bus and they were just blasting past it, I was just like, no. But so on the way to school this morning, I was dropping the kids off and, you know, it was earlier, so the sun wasn't fully out or anything. And there was this intersection where I needed to make a turn, but I had the right of way. And this car was kind of like going forward to take the turn before me. But then they like decided to stop in the middle of the intersection anyway. And I was like, oh my gosh, people. And of course, I just, without thinking, I spoke under my breath. I'm like, such a moron. The kids they usually kind of like, you know, play in the car, you know, or whatever on the way to school. Not like loose play, but, you know, they pretend like, oh, look at that cloud or whatever else. And so anyway, they were doing something with some sort of characters they made up. And little Emily said that one of the characters was a moron. And little Steve was like, what's a moron? And little Emily was like, I don't know. I heard mommy say it. And I'm like, oh, dear God. So I'm thinking I should probably set a little bit of a better example. Thanks, Britt. I mean, a moron's not a terrible word, but, you know, I suppose I shouldn't train them to think that everybody... We're going to focus on learning defensive driving, right? And I was just, oh my gosh. I don't, I know, right? I don't slip up on stuff all that often, but even the other day, I said something because I did something and I messed something up, and I just, without thinking, I blurted out the S word. Thankfully, I don't think they heard, but Steve sure heard, and he suddenly looked at me and I was just like, oh, my bad. Oh my gosh. Oh, that's terrible. Yeah, see, and it wasn't even like she was going 30 miles an hour, just kind of, you know, scooting through or whatever, because, like, she needed to make a turn. No, she was blasting through. Like, it probably seemed faster because I was still, but she was going at least 60. And I was just like, you are so lucky that somebody was not getting off the bus at that time. Like, I was just, yeah. Again, livid. Oh my gosh, Joanna. Yeah, I definitely get nervous driving around here. Like I said, it's the only complaint that I have is just there are so many bad drivers out here. Like, it's just crazy. So essentially, I try to be on the road as little as possible. As a child, my aunt said, I'm going to be a witch for Halloween. I replied, my dad says you have the nose for it. I did not get a toy down. Oh my gosh, Allison. Yeah, like I have to be so careful. Like we've always been really strict about, we try not to say any swears. However, of course, they're getting old enough that they're hearing them in school anyway from their peers. So we have this, hey, kitty, no, that's a word. We have this thing where the kids are more than welcome to come to us if they're confused about something, other kids were saying at school. I would rather explain to them and have them know the words. Cause little turkeys have tried to trick little Steve into saying bad words or whatever, but he didn't know what the words are. So when they come home, they say, hey, they were saying this today. What does this mean? And honestly, there's some new lingo, just slang or whatever that I don't know because it's not my generation. But the deal that we have with the kids, it's well, if you hear a word, but you're not sure what it means, we'll come home, and we can look it up kind of thing. So I don't want them to be ignorant of it, but they also know they're not supposed to use it. So they'll tell me the term, we'll give them the meaning, not all the meaning. I haven't given them the definition for the F word, but it's, in a responsible way. We'll discuss it. We'll say kind of possibly why they were saying it so they understand, but, don't get teased. Let's see. Same thing happened here several years ago, but the car, oh my gosh. See, and that's what it is. You need to be so careful around buses. Have the bunny hopping down the bunny trail. So lots of bunny emojis. There you go. Yeah, well, I think tomorrow I'm going to hit up Walmart or Target or whichever and start looking for Easter stuff. Oh, I didn't think about that. They might have a camera of it. Many different meanings. I never use it in the one way. Sometimes, yes, exactly. Right, Yana? Yeah, I'm really enjoying it. But yeah, so like I said, there's a few things I choose not to explain to them. Or at least I do it in a very tactful manner. But I don't ever want them to get teased or make things harder on them. It's better that they know what's being talked about, but yet choose not to do it. Okay, so we're going to do green on this one. Definitely want a bit more there. Do green on this part. And we're not doing all the nesting dolls the same. I don't think we'll do all 5 on stream. I think we'll just stick to the one page for now, and then I'll do the others at another point in time. But yeah, so lots of stuff coming up. Oh, I was going to tell you guys. Do you remember me telling you that I had that doctor appointment coming up where I was, getting established with the new doctor and I was kind of nervous about it? I had no reason to be nervous. Oh, thanks, Dawn. This doctor was so it's interesting. I was telling Steve, I feel like we've been conditioned after living in a larger town that I don't know, maybe our quality of care isn't as good, or maybe they take a couple days to get back to you or whatever else. But the efficiency of this new place that I went was absolutely wonderful. And this doctor that I saw, we talked about everything because, I'm getting established as a new patient. I brought my MRI images and all that. So he was kind of all up on what was going on. But it was really interesting. Oh, is there really? I didn't know there was versatility to it. But I gave him my whole history, told him everything. And then I'm kind of at the point with my headaches where I'm just, given the fact that I've literally done everything for these headaches from, frou-frou, whatever, acupuncture, acupressure, massage, up to, every medication that you could try for it. And so I told him I'm kind of at the stage where I'm just accepting that the frequent migraines and headaches are just the new normal. Sucks that, it could potentially be for the next 50 years, but it is what it is. But it was really interesting. So I cannot tell you the amount of times I've gone to see a doctor and they claim that they have the medicine.
they can get it fixed. They're proficient in all these things. And then, of course, it always ends in disappointment. So it was interesting because I was talking to him and I was telling him, you know, everything I've gone through, what we tried, all that kind of stuff. And he said something along the lines of, you know, sometimes we just can't. Hi, Emily. If I miss anyone coming in, I apologize. F word in all aspects of a sentence was actually taught in my college English class. That's hilarious. But we talked about everything, and basically he just said, honestly, sometimes there just is no reason for headaches and we can't really cure it. And I know that like on one hand may seem like, okay, well, that's kind of pessimistic, whatever. But it was nice and refreshing because he wasn't just full of giving me all this false hope, you know? However, and I don't remember the name of it now because I haven't started it yet. He did have a new medication that has come out for it recently. So I am going to start that. I can't tell you the number right now because I literally don't remember. But I'm excited to try it. But he just seemed like it was very much a, let's not give up hope quite yet. But also like there's a possibility we may just need to manage it kind of thing. But he was with me for like 25 minutes. Like he wasn't rushed. He did have other patients to go see. But he wasn't condescending. He didn't rush the appointment. He listened to everything I said. I think Q, Kim, but I can't remember the full name of it. Right, Lucy? And this was even before he had all my medical records. I was just, hi, Linda. I was just relieved, you know? Like, it's just like, okay, that's obviously, you know, this is still a struggle. We're not necessarily going to cure it, but just the fact that he didn't brush me off, he didn't just, you know, I told him my joke, like, look, I know you lost your toe, but are you sure it's not your uterus? And he thought that was pretty funny, but it just, you know, kind of speaks to a lot of times how, you know, as women, we get brushed off when it comes to medical stuff. But it was really refreshing. Like I called Steve immediately afterwards and I was just like, oh my God, like this is amazing. Oh gosh. Well, Maylin, hopefully they can find some answers for you and get you pointed in the right direction. I know that's no fun. You know, it's interesting. You have to lay there for a while for the MRIs, but the both times that I've done it, like it's gone surprisingly quick. But yeah, so no answers or anything, obviously, but it was much easier than I was anticipating. Okay, we are definitely gonna need to dry this now. Exactly, Annette. But yeah, so it's nice to have that done and out of the way. I'm slowly ticking things off the list. I have finished, you remember those lanterns I got at Goodwill? I finished those. Oh, you guys. Okay, that still needs dry, but I want to show you while we wait for that to dry. Let's see, where did I? Hang on. Oh, I bumped that camera. Hang on. So that polish came in the mail yesterday, and I haven't done the whole thing. So I've been toying with it a little bit. Here, I'll put it on full cam here. Okay, so you know, it's a little bit shinier up here now, but you see like this kind of dark on here. So I started using the polish, and look at that. I haven't done the bottom, but I did do the lid, and I did the upper part of it. It's so shiny. It's like a mirror. I was like, oh my gosh, right, Josephine? So like I said, it's still like super dark and everything here. I had no idea it was that pretty and shiny. You know, this all still needs to be done, but you can see like how much darker it is over there compared to bam. It's so shiny. So when I get some time, I want to sit down and just, you know, relax with polishing my teapot. Actually, I think it's technically like a coffee pot, but still. We had a time change. I'm not sure. I don't remember where you're at, Linda, but we did have the spring forward. So normally this would have been like 9:45. Sweden. Do you do daylight savings in Sweden, Linda? Back in January, pretty happy with the course. I still get breakthrough migraines, but not as intense. Oh, Kim, yeah, that's the name of it. Like I said, I'm debating about reading up on it because I'm curious, but also I don't want to put any preconceived notions in my head and like not give it a chance before I've had the chance to try it. Soon, I think. Okay, then yeah, it's probably teapots are short and stout. Ah, okay. then yeah, that's probably what it is, because we had our spring forward. Right, Natalie? It's so shiny. And hi, Natalie. They had me on everything except Botox yet. I did the Botox. While it did wonders for this part, you know, little creases you get when you frown. While it did wonders for that, that wasn't the goal. While it did wonders for that, yeah, it didn't help. It was an interesting experience. We did it for a full year, but yeah. Delay between the US and Europe's time. So yeah, I would say stream starts probably an hour earlier than your time, at least until the daylight savings switches. I could have swore they were gonna stop doing daylight savings. Okay, I'm gonna let that air dry the rest of the way, and we're gonna color a different part of her outfit. We're gonna add more shadow and stuff, but I don't want to oversaturate that. Yeah, Joanna, I did that every 3 months for a year. I still do Nurtec. Nurtec at this point is like the only thing that I can guarantee to work. So yes, love Nurtec so much. Thank you, Vicky. Let's see. Oh, and hi, B. Right, Allison? Exactly. Oh, Annette. Okay, you want somebody put in chat. I think Annette might be a little bit behind. Okay, let's do some purple here. Paintbrushes over there. Let's move this on up. Not gonna lie, I have not put everything away that we got out from stream last time. But Steve's gonna help me put it all away finally. This weekend. Yes, it is. But I asked him, because I specifically asked him, like, well, since it's still similar, like, is it like, you know, you can't take 2 NSAIDs at the same time? But he said they don't react to one another. But that might, if I do any research on it, it's probably going to be that, just to reassure myself a little bit. But, you know, he was real nice, and it seemed encouraging. So, yeah, I mean, as long as, you know, there's not too significant side effects, I am okay with changing it. He was a little shocked at my heart rate when I came in, and I was like, oh yeah, that's normal. It wasn't even that high. I think it was 111, but I wasn't really doing much except walking. So he's like, yeah, that's a little high. So yeah, it was hilarious. Hi, Leanne, welcome. We are just working on our little Russian doll here. Purple, blue, and green. We'll probably add in some yellow on a few spots. I tried to look at pictures of the nesting dolls to see like if there's a traditional color scheme to it, but they all just seem bright and colorful, which, you know, I know works well. You do both as well. Okay. Yeah, because I think the Culepta, or however it's pronounced, is a daily thing or every other day. I have to double check. Like I said, I haven't started it yet, but I will definitely be curious. But yeah, it was just nice. I think I had built it up more in my head than it needed to be, and it was just refreshing to go in, and he listens and he doesn't brush you off, and I'm like, well, this is great. Speaking of which, how are we liking the additional, keep pointing here because the paint's here, but it's where there it is. How are we liking the additional camera for the paint palette? I know it's smaller, but is it worth it? Do we want to keep it? Red, golds, black, and missed the reds, golds, black, yellow, and blue. Yeah, it'd be awesome. Like the extra camera? Okay. Because I actually stole this cam off Steve's computer because he's not using it today. But I might see if I can dig out my other webcam and make it more, find a little bit more permanent position for it. It just, when I'm doing paint, I feel like since we don't have colors that I call out, I feel like with paint, it comes in more handy. Right, exactly. And like doesn't condescend to you. It really just felt like, I think he's older than me. Couldn't be much older. He didn't look like he was past 40 yet. But the conversation we had felt less, you know, like I said, I was going in there expecting condescension, but less condescending and more like a peer-to-peer conversation, which was just, oh, so nice. Oh, perfect. Do you have any other symptoms other than migraines by chance? Oh, that's a big question. Yes, but they're not all related. So I actually have Graves' disease.
Awesome for your heart. Let's see. Oh, reconnection successful. Okay, try refreshing. It disconnected for a second, but we should be back now. No, I'm here. Try refreshing. It's back. Lost the last minute. Okay. Okay, sweet. Yeah, I just suddenly saw the notification because it doesn't show drop frames. OBS just disconnected for like half a second. Okay, what did you guys hear last? Catch me up. Where were we at? Had I started answering the question yet? Oh, I also have, okay. Yeah, so I have Graves' disease, which is an autoimmune disorder that's basically a hyperactive thyroid. So I'm on a medicine for that evens out, and thankfully it's not something I have to be on forever. Once my T3s and T4s level out, I can slowly wean off the medicine. So it's genetic. So I have some other family members with it also, and eventually it kind of resettled their thyroid. But it's always good to get it taken care of, because undiagnosed Graves' disease, you can get a atrial fibrillation later in life, which is just not great for your heart. So anyway, I have that as well as a positional essential tremor, which we're actually, the doctor wants to switch me from metoprolol, which has helped to adjust my heart rate so that maybe the tremors aren't as much, but we're going to try propanol instead to see if that helps. So, and I can actually, I'll preface this with, I am not a doctor, although what works for me does not, might not work for you. I am in no way offering medical advice to anyone. This is just what I'm doing and what I have going on. So yeah, I mean, migraines, I have random nerve pain that my previous doctor said it could be like a super, super mild, like fibromyalgia thing, which really isn't surprising. And then this one, the last one, but I think it's related to the migraines, is a thing called allodynia, which I'll get these random patches on my body where the nerves are on end. Like, you know how it feels when no, you're not jumping up here. When you have a really bad sunburn and just like everything hurts to touch it. That's it. But that seems to be a symptom precursoring to the migraines. So if I can get the migraines under control, then that should get that under control as well. Right? Yeah, thyroids are such a pain in the butt. Absolutely. Like, if there's a way we could just, not with the thyroid, that would be great. Okay, the green is dry, so we're going to jump back up to the green from the purple, and we're going to add a little bit more shadow. So, anyway, there's that. Can you really? It's like, because anytime I brought it up, like, I don't know, it's almost like the doctors didn't really understand what I was trying to express. And I'm like, literally, because it's weird sections. Like, I will get it on just like this section of my hand and these two fingers. Or like, I will get it on just like a section of my face, like here and here. Sometimes I'll get it just like here. I had it on my forehead one day and it literally hurt to use hairspray. I was like, oh, this is a fun new symptom. Yeah, and I think that is something, because they talked about, like, if my thyroid doesn't fix itself, then they maybe have to remove the thyroid, which I really don't want to do, because that just introduces a whole new slew of issues. So it's like, removing my thyroid, I want to be like very last resort. Right? It does. It doesn't, surprisingly. It doesn't. But it like is tingly and numb at the same time, but it also hurts. Like, I don't know. It is a weird thing to describe. I mean, I don't know. I think I'm at that stage in my life where I could probably talk about all the things all the time. But I don't know. I've tried to keep a pretty good outlook on it. I think probably the only thing I have struggled the most, aside from the pain, because let's be honest, migraines pretty much suck. But the only other thing I've really struggled with in the last year is between the Graves' disease and just everything else and everything I'm having to be on. I have easily gained 55 pounds in the last year. Like, and it came on super fast. So I've had to come to terms
with my new weight norm, I suppose. These painful skin spots. Yeah. Time marches on. Exactly. Oh, yeah, Vicky. Absolutely. Yeah, because most of the time, I don't think anybody would choose it, like, by choice at all. I suffered from migraines after condition. He was amazing. He didn't just give medicine, but it gave me other strategies. See, I love that. Oh, yeah. Sometimes they can have those side effects. LIVESTREAM. There must be a delay or something. Could you have something called EDS or Ehlers-Danlos syndrome? No, and I've read on those. For Ehlers-Danlos syndrome, isn't it like... It has something to do with your joints too, but I have looked that up, and yeah, it doesn't really match up with that too much. It's like one of those things. It's kind of like MS, for instance. MS, there really isn't much of a definitive test that you can do. They diagnose it based on a collection of your symptoms, and I almost feel like that's kind of where we're at with this, where we can't really pinpoint like the exact cause of why everything's doing it. We just have to work on it through the symptoms. But I don't know. I'm optimistic that maybe it won't last forever, but I'm also realistic. Let's see. Dad always says he knew getting old was so much fun. He would have done it sooner. Rampant sarcasm. Yeah. So one of the symptoms of, and this is why the weight suddenly came back on. Like the medicine adds to it, but one of the main symptoms of Graves' disease, hyperthyroidism, is actually weight loss. So there is some expected weight gain when you balance out your thyroid, because basically what's happening is when you have Graves, your thyroid is basically pumping too many of those thyroid hormones into your body. And one of the main symptoms of that is weight loss. And so before we discovered what was going on, I was about 125 and I'm like 5'5"-ish. And 125 for my BMI is right on the cusp of too skinny. And I was still eating like normal. God, the amount of waffles I ate, I was just like, oh, this is great. I have a super fast metabolism. It's wonderful. Yeah, no, it was just the Graves. So there was bound to be some initial weight gain after we fixed it anyway. But then there was just the additional from everything else. So it sucks, but I am glad that they found it. I am almost positive that my grandmother had it undiagnosed. But the tests to test for these things weren't out until the last, 20 years or so? Which was after her time. But it does make you wonder how many of that was undiagnosed. Are those Arteza paintbrushes? I got some Fumu and the hairs keep coming out. Yeah, so that's like one of my biggest pet peeves with paintbrushes. I hate it when it pulls out of the ferrule. This one is not, though. This one is a fine touch paintbrush. It is a number 6 round, and this one was just the Hobby Lobby brand. I do have some Arteza paintbrushes. I like them. The hairs don't come out, but my only complaint, so on a paintbrush, the anatomy of a paintbrush or so is you have the bristles, you have, the barrel, the handle. This metal part here is called the ferrule, Ferrule. And for the Arteza paintbrushes, if I had anything negative to say, I mean, they're great and the bristles don't come out and the brush themselves, is great. I hate it when the ferrule is loose, not on the bristles, but on the handle itself. And so when it wobbles, oh, I hate it so much. But for the painting that I'm working on, well, it's behind me down there. I am using mostly those brushes. So the Arteza ones are good. And if my coupon is still active, you can use it there. I just don't like the ferrule. I don't like the loose ferrule. Let's see. Also, have you had any genetic testing done? I have not. I have not personally. My sisters have, but I haven't. I'm tempted to do it, though. I'd love to see the background. Hi, Dominique. They aren't losing hairs. I wish companies would use the same quality across the board. Right? Absolutely. Yeah, absolutely. Fine touch. So I've got my palette knives in here, but I've got a bunch of small paint brushes in here. And so these are the black handled ones for Arteza are the acrylic ones. And actually, I suppose these black ones, the acrylic ones are okay. The loose ferrule ones are the watercolor ones, and it's not on all of them. It's just on some of them. I really like this one. This one is a Da Vinci brush. I think I got this one in a, oh my gosh, why am I blanking the name? You know, those monthly art boxes that I was reviewing for a little bit. Yes, yeah, not leaving your paintbrushes in water is a good thing. Not only will it loosen the ferrule, but also if you leave it pointed down in water, you'll bend and ruin the bristles. That one's a big no-no. I taught the kids that one. I really like this one. This one is a Princeton. Now, of course, you know, the more money you spend, the nicer they're going to be. But let's see. This one is a Master's Touch. I really like this one. And part of it is because I like the barrel. This one's another Fine Touch. This one's been pretty good for a while. This one's a Fine Touch, but it's sort of my trash paintbrush. But I call it, because I still use it for a lot of things, but I call it my trash paintbrush. Let's see. Put it there. Will it get in focus? Maybe? I think it's too small. Let's see. Let's do it. Like this, maybe? Okay, so I call it my trash paintbrush. You see how it's like bent and kind of frayed? It's because at one point I trimmed it short because I needed it for something I was doing. But now I've just sort of accepted that it was kind of trashed. And so I use it when I need to do like, not like a solid dot, but like kind of a textured dot. So that's my trash paintbrush. This one is a little bit frayed. But this is also the Master's Touch one. So really any of the Master's Touch at Hobby Lobby, they're great. And they always have really good sales too. Yeah, so that's another one. I will say the pack of watercolor brushes, I have them in the description below, are really good. This one was one I got on clearance, also a Master's Touch brand. So I mostly have Hobby Lobby brushes, and then I have these acrylic ones. I have these ones here, they're called Transon, and I think I also have that further down in the description. But these ones weren't bad either, and they were really affordable, and you got a big set of them. Let's see. This one is a Faber-Castell. Actually, this came with the gelatos that I got, but I really like using it for paint. So that one goes in my small collection. And then this is a Master's Touch fan brush that I use for like bushes and stuff like that. So I have quite a few of them. I will say the only one that I haven't really used all that often is this one. It's a dagger stripe. Theoretically, you could use it for like leaves and grass, but I just don't have the hand control for it. I don't think I have a command for it, but if you scroll down, because I also have a standing list of supplies that I use further down in the description. That's because I use it so frequently. So it's going to have things like the color wheel, the sharpener, paintbrushes that I use a lot too. Right, Kara? They're great. Okay, let's go ahead and zoom back in here. Okay. What you're seeing right here, this little white spot, yeah, it's this is my my stand, so like this gets so well loved because it's all within range. But anyway, yeah, it should be all down there, and the ones that we're using today are further up in the description. But yeah, the standard ones are all down. Thanks, Della. Well, we're slowly adding more. I want more shadow to it just a little bit, so let's go ahead. Thanks. Let's see, where did the paintbrush go that I was using? There it is. Hi, Connie. How are you, Connie? I was lurking in your stream yesterday. It looks lovely. And then Claire came on. I think slightly overlapping yours, but when Claire came on, I was like in the middle of like heading out the door, and I was like, I couldn't chat. I was like, oh no. And then I was able to like park and do that. Right? They're so fun. Unfortunately, I don't know if they're changing up the way they're doing their pan watercolors or what, but this large one, I haven't been able to find it on their website at all. But also check Hobby Lobby for deals, because I stumbled across this one at Hobby Lobby the other day. It was on clearance, so it was regularly $21.99. And it was marked down to $8.49. And it's funny because this one has I think 12 in it, but the there were ones that only had 8, and they were marked at the same reduced price. So I'm thinking that maybe I just got lucky with this, and whoever was doing it just like didn't care. And net uncommon, yeah. So I started unwrapping some of them, and then I was like, I don't have time for this. But anyway, so I got this for $8.50. Yeah, you're good. Command are a good watercolor palette. I haven't used it. Ooh, bumping that one. But yeah, so this one came with, like oh, well, I didn't mean to do that. Put that there. You guys saw nothing? Oh wait, that doesn't go there either. Oh my gosh, I'm ruining them. You guys saw nothing. Cotman, yes, yeah, these are Cotman. So these are like the student grade ones, I think. Saw nothing. I did not do anything. See, I haven't even got them wet or used them yet. Okay. Ooh, that's cool, Renee. I'm sorry. Yes, no. I didn't mean to. Anyway, what I want to do with this one is take it out and about with me. I put that in upside down. That's why that wasn't working. I want to take it out and about with me, and I have some nice watercolor books that are like sketchbooks. See, and then it comes with a little one. Right? I know. Anyway, so I want to start doing simple sketches, or paintings in the sketchbook, but we'll see. But I was really excited for this one, and you could bring like a water brush too. I do like the Arteza water brushes, absolutely. Ones are new one, yeah, right? They are so much. I know, right, Josephine? I got little Emily her first set of watercolors, and it was these ones, the Winsor Newton Common. But hers was like a travel thing where it came off and there was a little cup on the side, and she absolutely loved it. Billy Michaels for $5. Oh, the paints were? Yeah, it's definitely a different critter, to be sure. Okay, we have a little bit of black left over here from last time, and I feel like my shadows on here just are not dark enough. It always dries lighter than you anticipate, so you put on smooth the edge. I usually just kind of dab my brush so there's less water, and I can just kind of soften it just a touch. Oop, I went over on the red a little bit. That's okay. We'll make it work. There we go. Yeah, because I think what's going to set this nesting doll kind of apart is making sure that we're keeping in those contrasted shadows. Because the plan is not to use pencils on this. So we'll see. Right? Oh, okay. So the question of the day today is like, what's out of your comfort zone? That was the question because during Claire's stream yesterday, we were talking about what our next collaborative live stream could be. Like we could do another one with Suzanne and Barbara. And so we're trying to decide like we all have to do something that's out of our comfort zone, or color in a book we haven't colored in, or whatever else. Sounds good, Dawn. Thanks for being here. So I think we'll try and touch bases and see if we can figure that out, because I think it would be so fun. Okay, for her sleeves, we got these little swoopies, but I suppose we could leave those in. All right, let's do green on her arms. Yeah, let's do green on her arms. And we'll just use some of this green that we already made up over here. There we go. There we go. Did I bump that so much? Oh well. We can see both now. So we're gonna go a little bit wet there, so I'm gonna be careful. We're gonna go here. And if our page bubbles up too much, we can always iron it when we're all done. Barbara showed us how to do that one. Right? I know, it could be so fun too. Like, just there's always just a certain level of chaos. And obviously that'll mean none of us will get to color Johanna's books. Because I think for all four of us, Johanna is most definitely not out of our comfort zone. Although it has the same border on it as this. I wonder if the arm should have been blue. Oh well, they're green now. We've come too far. There we go. Not only. I do have a lot though. Oh, Emily Oberg. I do not. But yeah, we've got like Kerby and Hannah Carlson and a bunch of them. But I do have, like, there have been coloring books that have been sent to me before, and I haven't colored in them yet. I like having like the Princess Bride, like the movie themed ones, the Princess Bride coloring book. I have, an Outlander coloring book. Court of Thorns and Roses, Throne of Glass. I've got those ones that I haven't colored in yet either. Watch your second stream last night. Yeah, so I think it would be really fun. We just got to find a time to do it. That's the issue is, you know, different time zones. Everybody's busy. It's definitely hard to find a time that everybody works for everyone. Okay, let's get green. Move that down a little bit. Okay. Yeah, I'm not really calling out colors, like I said, because with paint, you just sort of make a color. Wait, are we doing a 1 a.m. stream? No, thank you. It'll be a weekend. I think, like, if one of us lived in Australia, that would make it much harder. But Barbara and Claire and Suzanne are all kind of in the same time zone. So we'd probably do it like at 10 again, because that kind of works out for their time. Is Steve? Hi, Steve. Oh my gosh, I think I would just like collapse at a 1 a.m. stream. Renee, I don't know how you did that with Moni. I mean, I suppose you probably took a nap and maybe the adrenaline would like keep me going, but oh man, no, that would be brutal. Oh yeah, absolutely. Maybe you should fly to Europe, Steve. Steve, I need to go to Europe. Oh, I want to. I would love to go back to Scotland and take Steve this time and just go see all the things we didn't see. Oh, that would be a dream trip. Absolutely. Okay, we got some green on there. We're definitely going to be adding more shadows and stuff as we go along. I'm mostly trying to get all the colors of it down. So let's do blue for her pants, I guess? Skirt? I don't know. We need to move up. But I do want to do blue. I think that would be pretty. But we're going to do a lighter blue. A lighter blue. The light is coming through. So we're getting like good color down here. But then this is all like blown out. But it's okay. We're going to use this part of the palette right now anyway. Okay. Okay, yeah, that's fair. That's fair. Here's the thing, though. Is like when I take a nap during the day, like it totally throws just my body off. I think I'd just be so confused like all the time. I may or may not. I was a passenger princess, so this was not a bad thing. But I may or may not have taken like a 5-minute catnap in the car yesterday. I may or may not have fallen asleep when we were bringing Steve home. Ooh, yeah, I didn't even think about that. I like that. All right, so we're using this really light blue. So let's do this. And I'm actually going to go kind of heavy on the color. Feeling adventurous. Catnip, exactly what you need, right? Just got to make some catnip tea. It'll be fine. Thanks, Secret. Catnip, that's for cats. Right? It's so pretty. You guys ever get those, it's like silver something or other, those sticks that are like catnip that the cats just go nuts for? Or shawl. Yes, it could be a shawl, absolutely. Right? It's super pretty. It's light blue. Oh, sun came out. That's the thing is when I stream with the window open, I've got like sheer? I think sheer's the word. My brain's not working. I've got some sheer curtains in front of me, so it's not full on like sunlight, but it definitely changes. Silver Vine, thank you, Kara. I was like, it was silver something or other. I haven't gotten it for them in a while. Probably should, but I love the nip. Okay. Yeah, I like that. It's definitely a different shade. We may have to add something else on top of that blue so it doesn't clash too bad. Oh, from Renee's stream, Moni's stream, and then Emily's stream. Yeah, it's hard. It's hard fitting all of them in there. But also, sleep is important. I say that after I got probably less than 5 hours last night. That's what happens when you stay up late. Oh, okay. So I know not all of you enjoy the talk, but right,
Thanks, Britt. Yeah, Kirby, I always default to watercolors. It's just easier. I don't know how many video game players are in chat today or are watching this back, but there was a really big update that a lot of the cozy game, kind of slow games community was very excited about, because this has been about 3 years in coming. There was a new update to start it. Whoa, chat suddenly flew up. Do they eat the catnip? I've never bought any for my cat. Mine do. They roll in it, but also they eat it. And I'm like, all right, dude, whatever suits you. I know, Vicky, it's so hard. Hogwarts Legacy all the way. I'm a cozy game gal. Yes, so Stardew is a game you can get on Steam. But it's made by like this singular guy. And so obviously it took him a while to make the update. But there was a new update yesterday. I did. I just haven't done it recently, mostly because it took up a lot of space on my computer, because I might have had a few too many of the expansions. All right, so I'm using this kind of dark blue that I had already mixed up previously. But yeah, so they eat it, roll, and go bonkers, and then sleep. Exactly. I'm gonna do like a darker blue here. But yeah, so Stardew, the update release. So Steve and I spent a little bit of time last night kind of checking it out and playing it, but I'm really excited about it. Wait, you can borrow the video games from the library? I didn't know that was a thing. I did find my original Sims disc a while back though, which is hilarious. Didn't work at all. Thanks, Annette. Oh, they have a Switch game. Cool. Yeah, Stardew is actually, I don't know if the update will have come to these other platforms yet, but Stardew is actually on mobile as well. You can play it on iPad, you can play it on your phone. I want to say the game's like probably $5 or $10. I can't remember. It's definitely a game you have to buy, but it's so fun. So you like, the premise of the story is you are a character who is tired of the big city, busy life, and you want a slower, calmer life in the country, and you get a farm that your grandfather has bequeathed to you. And so it's this whole thing where you live in Stardew, and you got your farm, and it's super cute. Kim? Oh my gosh. Oh, I hit that. I want to do a little bit of a different color here, maybe a little bit of teal, but we are going to dry this. Anyway, it's super fun, and it is, oh, I'm twisting this around, and it is available for, yeah, Stardew. Stardew Valley is what it's called. And it's just super cute, cozy. Later on in the game, like there's a cave that you can go, and there are some, if you call them mobs or whatever, things you have to defeat, but it's really secondary to the game. You could continue the game without even doing any of that. But yeah, you have a farm, and you plant things, and you have animals. It's super cute. Any possible list in Discord posts, people that don't schedule lives in it? Yeah, no, yours is great, Renee. Your husband set up some sort of bot for you, right? That like registers when, or it's like whoever you're following or something, but it registers them, right? Been playing Mario, Donkey Kong with my son, Dreamlight Valley when I get a chance, and Animal Crossing with my daughter. See, I love that. I do have Animal Crossing, and I used to play it a lot, but here's the thing. Ever since I started playing Minecraft, I don't want to play it anymore, because in Minecraft, there's no dialogue, and oh my god, the dialogue in Animal Crossing, it takes so long. Okay, I'm out of water, and I need to go use the restroom, so I'm gonna pop out for just a second. So, talk amongst yourselves. I will leave this up. I'll leave this up, but I have a be right back scene, but at least, you can check out the page in our progress while I go refill my water and trying to there we go, cover that one up. So I will be right back. I'm going to I'm gonna go do that real quick. And here, I'll move it to this one so you can see when I come back. But I'll be back in a moment. realized I was muted. I was expecting her to have stolen my seat, but she was actually out in the hallway, and she was yelling at me because she gets her lunch snack in like 30 minutes. Okay, what am I missing? Go back up. Let's see. Britt, so if you do exclamation point website, you can pull it up, and I have a whole page. I have a whole page with recommendations for a bunch of links. Let's see. Let's see, I have it set so that it auto posts for the streamers I know of, and when people tell me of a streamer new. Ah, perfect, yes. But I love GeoGuessr on the phone. I haven't heard of that one. Thanks, Josephine. Spent the pandemic playing Animal Crossing. I got my island to the point. Liked it so much I didn't want to change anything. Yeah, I definitely played it a lot during COVID, and I had my tonsils out. At 35, also 0 out of 10. Would not recommend. But yeah, I played a lot of Animal Crossing then too. Let's see. Topic. We drive on a parkway, park in the driveway. Why is my ex-mother-in-law unable to make chicken that isn't dry and is flavorless as a temple? Oh my gosh. Let's see. Yeah, Suzanne streams on Sundays usually. Yeah, Renee, that one's Renee's. Most of the time, I try to have commands. Ooh, Vicky, you're adding up quite a bit. I try to have commands for everyone. I think I have exclamation point Renee. But yeah, on my recommendations page on the website, it has a huge list. Let's see. Some of them, I know I still have Tanya up there, and Tanya is on a bit of a hiatus. I'm not sure if she's planning on coming back or not. But Tanya's on there, and they're good people to follow anyway. You can watch past streams and everything. Let's see. Have to remember to keep coming back. That's to chat. No. You crack me up. If it helps, it's like every 10 minutes, I think. Every 10 minutes. Devissa, yeah. How many streams do we think it's going to take her to finish? I say 6. Potentially. Let's see. Miss chatting though, right? Let's see. Sounds good, Britt. Let's see. Oh wait, what did Durbin say? I missed it. Oh, Dominique, I don't think I saw your name coming in. Oh, for points. Yes. Yeah. Yeah. Or are you shooting for the hand-stitched one? Let's see. Okay. I think I'm all caught up. Right? Well, but you have yours redeemed. So it's really cool. I have it on a list now where I can see your redemption there. I have my test redemption. But yeah, so it shows the redemptions, and then yeah, so it gives me a list to update. Here, I'll refresh it. Let's see. So Durbin is at, yeah, 38.15. Josephine, you could officially afford the vinyl square now because you're at 3,700. No, 900 points are great. Renee has one, and then her name's going to be on the charity stream square as well. But like I said, you have the entire year, and we may even go longer just depending on how many squares we want, or if we want to make a giant blanket. So what can I get with my 710? Nothing at this point, because the way that it works is you have to have a square first, and I did it that way because it's going to be nearly impossible. Like if somebody's like, oh, I purchased, you know, like I think I put on there you can get up to 8 add-ons plus like a little vinyl thing, but it would be too hard for me to keep track of all the add-ons that have been purchased. So you have to purchase your square first, and then after your square, if you type exclamation point loyalty, it'll bring up the store. I'm making a goal now that everybody's getting closer. I'm making a goal to add all of the rest of the charms and beads and everything. But there will be vinyl add-ons. There's loads of other charms and buttons and like all that kind of stuff. It's buried right now, but but yeah, so it's gonna be cool, and I love that people are slowly starting to get theirs. Ugh, shaking it. Okay, let's yeah, there we go. All right, water. Let's zoom back in and let's lighten it. Yeah, I'm excited. It's getting real close. So I'm going to get caught up on squares because on the rules that I have it, I gave myself some time because it's like, yeah, I have to do all the cutting and, well, I'll use my thing. Oh, you redeemed your square. Hang on, I want to see. Hold on. All right, we're going to refresh. Ah, there it is. Oh wait, you fulfilled the you fulfilled the add-on. The add-on. That's the vinyl add-on. Did you mean to do the vinyl name? Yeah, because that's one of the add-ons. Because if so, I can change that to the vinyl name without needing to well no, I guess I'd have to I can adjust it. I can adjust it. What does square look like? So if you go and type !quilt, I can pull it down off there, but if you type in !quilt, it will have all of the sample pictures for you. Megan, you just type in !points. Are you sure? Because I can refund that one, and then you can go ahead and get the square if you want. Yeah, because the difference in price is the add-on is $2,500, and then the vinyl one is $3,500. Let's see, I'll have to figure out afterwards. But if you want, I can swap it around and do the square with the vinyl. I don't mind. Okay, so let's see. Let's do, make sure I had switched all the cameras back. We're all good. There we go. Yeah. Yeah, you're getting close too. Okay, well then I will leave your vinyl one because I know that one was by accident. So we'll leave that vinyl one. But yes, as a general rule, you have to get the square first because too many of those and I would probably lose track of like everything. Okay, for this, I'm going to do a slightly different color for this band. What do I want to do for it? I'm concerned that the yellow might be too gaudy, but there's a pretty light yellow. How many points for a square? For the one with a vinyl name, it's 3,500, and for the hand stitch named, it's 4,000. Okay, so let's test it with some yellow. My instinct says no, but I kind of want to make this like as colorful as possible, right? So let's just do it here and kind of gauge. Ew, no, I don't like that. I don't like it. I take it back. Thin it out. Yeah, I don't like that. Okay, let's do it. Oh, you know what we could do? Wait, what did Della say? Close the extra. No, that's fair. I'm right there with you. Yeah, I don't know that I'd like orange. I think what we're going to do is we're going to do like a darker indigo. Hi, Sue. How are you? All right, so let's grab, because we do have an indigo color here, and we could just make it really dark. I can't do that. It's all going to be even. Do you know how much chaos it would cause if I customized everything? Oh, it probably would. It probably would, but I can't justify it when I have a whole thing. Because honestly, I'm going to tell you right now, I am not the nicest brush owner. My paintbrushes get kind of put through the ringer. Save it up for a buddy. Good. Yes, I'm going to get that one put up too. So after, aside from the vinyl add-on, after the names, then all of the extra add-ons are going to be $1,500. So I'm going to make it a point this weekend to update with all the new pictures because Renee sent these and I have not added them yet. But look, they're all so cute. There's so many of them. There's so many. Melissa, I want special treatment. Melissa, what are you trying to do to me? Okay, so let's go ahead. I want it pretty dark. It's not going to be as dark once it dries. But one of the things I did want to try and do with this page was really try and get very vibrant colors because I tend to go very pastel whenever I do watercolors, which really isn't a surprise to anyone. Let's do this side a little bit. I think I missed one there, so we're just gonna do that. Telling Steve, with all the drivers around here, like we should get a dash cam for the car. But yeah, I'm excited. I gotta start adding squares up on the board. There we go. Sweet.
Are you doing all the little bits? Paint or gel pen? Forgot to put my phone on silent, so it's the Doctor Who TARDIS sound. Just making sure it wasn't the kids or anything. So I'm gonna do paint, I think. My goal is to just use paint for this whole thing. Oh no, it's cool. Yeah, we had a nice cold snap here, but it's probably not gonna last long. We're officially in spring. There's blue bonnets everywhere. I need to find a good place to do blue bonnet pictures with the kids. It's kind of like a tradition in Texas, is you go get family pictures at the at wherever the blue bonnets are, but they are just lining the highway. Obviously, though, it's not too safe to, you know, go take pictures along the highway, so I gotta find a good spot. Since we're new to the area, I have no idea where one would go to take blue bonnet pictures here. 75 for a few days here in California. Yeah, we had a short little cold snap. We're still in it. It's only, what is it? It is 60 degrees outside right now, which is flipping glorious for Texas. But I think it's safe to say that this will probably be our last semi-cold snap before it starts to creep back up. Yeah, I like this. I like this color. This is good. Just gotta make sure. Oh yes, absolutely. No, that's an absolute given. You guys want to hear a funny story? I think some of you might have heard this before, but I don't recall the last time I told it. So when little Emily was little, and like I don't think you'll be able to find it anymore because I doubt it was done digitally. I have a clip of it because I was super cool and I filmed the TV with my phone. So when little Emily was little, like we're talking not even standing or walking yet, I'm using the Arteza ones. Yikes, nope. Dropping to low 30s and up to 70s, then snow, then hot. Yeah, oof, it's crazy. But so there was a local park that I would take her to all the time. Sometimes I would meet, you know, other moms there for play dates. But you know, when they are that little, it's just more about the stimulation and maybe a swing or whatever else. Oh, I forgot that I had that on there. Yeah, the link. So these specific watercolors aren't on Arteza's website anymore, but they do have a lot. So the link that's in the description is like a general watercolors search on Arteza's website. Anyway, so we were at the park and the news was there for whatever reason. I don't remember why they were there in the first place, but they were doing interviews with parents at the park about you know, preventing what is it, like snake bites or whatever. That was basically, at least that was the relevant question she was asking me, was how do you plan to protect your kid from snake bites? Now, first of all, my kid wasn't even walking at that point, so looking back at it, I feel so silly because I was just like, but basically the whole conversation was, how will I protect my kid from getting snake bites? And you know, the obvious: long pants, boots, stay out of tall grass, etc., etc. I thought your daughter's name was Emily. I just realized. Okay, Elise, you're not the only one. Melissa has too. So yes, no, I don't think it's totally uncommon. People think we just named them that way. But yeah, little Emily, little Steve. Thanks, Kelly. But so anyway, she interviewed me on the news with my non-walking child at the time, and so you know, I said these things. But here's the hilarious part. Okay, here's the hilarious part, because I know that was a typo. I know that was a typo, but the part about it that's hilarious is because Kenny's a mod. Nightbot ignored it. Oh, I know it was an accident. I know it was like not meant, but that was hilarious. I looked at it and I didn't like, and then I looked at the name and I was like, wait, Kenny said that? Oh my gosh. Oh, thank you for that, Kenny. That was oh. Okay.
quilts and everything, you know, but it's just, oh my gosh, that was hilarious. That was hilarious. This thing's like tilting a little bit. There we go. Like I said, it's held on my washi tape right now. Oh no, it absolutely was. And I know that because like Kenny never would, but oh my gosh, that was hilarious. Anyway, okay, so I get to the point of the story. That's the funny part. Okay, so they show the interview on the nightly news after that. And you know how like when they interview like professionals or experts, they'll put, you know, right, Vicky? They'll put you know, why this person is an expert. They'll put the job underneath, or you know, they'll put whatever, or you know, if they're doing a news story on something that happened in the neighborhood, and they'll say, oh, local resident or whatever. But under mine, when it got to my segment and they put the little thing, my little bar, descriptor bar underneath for the news thing was Emily, insert last name here. And then underneath it was prevents snake bites. My title was prevents snake bites. So when Steve and I saw that, we were cracking up. Thanks, Josephine. Yeah, Steve's name is not Steve. But our joke now is that my job is, if I was ever going to be a superhero, I'd be the snake bite preventer. I'm going to wear a cape. So it's like, Emily, the snake bite preventer. And so we always have a good chuckle at that news piece because I am the superhero of prevents snake bites. She's the snake bite preventer for her child who doesn't even walk yet. We're rolling with it. Yeah, exactly. That's why it was so funny. Yeah, my kids will do that. They'll rhyme words. And the worst part is like when we're in a store. Is your name? Surprisingly, my name is Emily. That one started early, and I think it would have been too confusing of a brand change to change it to anything else. So, yes, my last name officially is not Illustrator. But yeah. So if I ever become a superhero, so is Emily really your? Wait, Steve isn't Steve? Oh my gosh, I'm just blowing all of your minds right now. Yes, I am the only one that is actually Emily. But yes, so I'm gonna be a superhero. I'm gonna be snake bite preventer. And yeah, like I said, we watched it back and it was just so much more hilarious because like legit, your last name isn't Illustrator. I don't even know who any of you are anymore. Well, clearly I'm not Emily. I am the superhero. I'm the snake bite preventer. Oh yeah, and I'm shook. My mind is blown. No, Steve's not really Steve. Chat chose his name really early on. It was within the first 10 live streams that I did. We figured since we were protecting the kids' real names, we should protect Steve's too. So, is Paul? Yes, okay, the cats' names are actually the cats' names. I am actually Emily. And for the sake of the public and the live stream, Steve is Steve, and the children are little Steve and little Emily. But yeah, so it's just like the kid doesn't even wear real shoes yet. But yes, there is a massive risk with her going into tall grass and getting bit by a snake. That's good stuff right there. School bus safety patrol. Right, the cats' names have been changed to protect the innocent. You know, it's a thing, right? We're going traditional. We don't do, you know, Steve the Third anymore. No, we're little Steve. Oh my gosh, you guys are making me laugh so hard. I'm getting lightheaded. Okay, Natalie, you know, that's actually a funny story. Okay, so when I live stream, I have a filter, right? I have trained my brain. Are you somewhere in Texas?
Yes, we are actually in Texas. But yes, when I live stream, I have trained my brain to have a certain filter. I'm very careful when it comes to things that I say about my family, you know, things that I say about the kids. I have a filter that I have trained myself to use. And I'll be honest, I probably talk to you guys more. Like I talk to my family and everything, obviously, and I talk to my mother quite frequently. But I still, sometimes I will be talking to someone or I'll be with a friend and I have to stop myself and remind myself that like, oh, I know this person in real life. They know us as a family, and not to call Steve, to call him by his actual name. Especially considering that some of these people like knew Steve first. Like, I feel like I've been duped. No, we're not in New Mexico. Little Emily, mini Emily, absolutely not. No, man, 2 kids, 2 hands. Oh my gosh, my body could not take another pregnancy. Are you kidding me? Yeah, exactly. No, I'm sorry, your filter is strong. That's also part of the reason I don't let the kids linger too much when they've come in to say goodnight, because they've slipped up. If you have been here since the beginning for every single stream, which I don't think anyone's been here for every single stream, but there are probably some regulars here who have heard the slip ups and probably know the kids' names or Steve's real name or whatever else. But, so yeah, but here's the other thing is we have a gaming community. Now, the gaming community that I am more familiar with, they now know that Emily Illustrator, and they know my stuff. But previously, we didn't really share too much about our personal lives. So we had different names, pseudonyms that we use for the gaming community, pseudonyms that we've used for the stream, and then obviously our real life names. So there are times when even I talk to my mother and I'll almost refer to my husband as Steve, and I'm like, oh wait. Something like that. Yeah, so there have been a few slip ups. Like I said, the kids more often than not. But yeah, so there have been a few, but yeah, the filter has gotten, it is, Marilyn, a little bit like yeah, it gets hard. And now, especially here, because I haven't, made any actual IRL friends here. So I've been relying a lot on my, I rely a lot on my online friendships now. Between you guys and the gaming community, I probably talk to them more than IRL people, which means that I use our pseudonyms a lot more often. But it is nice because it has kind of trained me to think before I speak. And for someone who is as extroverted as I am, that's been hard. That's been really hard. But it also comes in hand with, I know the kids were not their name, but Steve? I'm shooketh. Oh my gosh. Yes, hubby Steve is also a fake name. Yes. Living a life last 2 years. You know what's so funny is, so we have a gaming friend and his online moniker is Jishy Fishy, right? So it's obviously not his real name or anything. Yeah, secret girlfriend. I'm so sorry. I didn't mean to lie. But so one of the nights the kids asked us to make up a story, we just chose a name out of the blue, and we had just finished hanging out with our online friends, and so we made the character's name Jishy Fishy. So for years we've been telling the kids made up stories. I know, uproar, right? Everybody's rioting. We've been telling our kids made up stories about Jishy Fishy, and we made up another one, Bella the Turtle. Anyway, recently we told the kids that Jishy Fishy was actually named off of a friend who had the screen name Jishy Fishy, and they just rioted. They're like, Jishy Fishy's a real person? And they did say, like, we've been lied to. What is even real? It was this whole thing. Right, Marilyn? Exactly. Like, wait a minute. What, his last name is actually Illustrator? Oh my gosh, you guys are making me laugh. Sorry. But like my, there are things for business that I put in, and it's like the last name is Illustrator. So like my P.O. box is under the name Emily Illustrator because I will get sent things from companies that use Emily Illustrator as the name. Hey, what do you, no, don't eat that. Don't eat that. That's not food. You swallow? Oh, gosh. I had a piece of plastic on the ground and she started eating it. The issue is that she'll eat it and then give it back to me with friends all over the bed. Oh yeah, and it definitely took some adjustment, Kenny. Absolutely. Like I have to like retrain my brain into like different sections. It's like, okay, today no, absolutely. She was eating plastic and then she'll just all over the bed. Where did I put my paintbrush? I was panicking. Okay. You may see my paintbrush. Where did I put it? I set it down somewhere. Kitty, you made me lose my paintbrush. I set it down. It had paint on it. I didn't want to get the paint anywhere. Did I set it on the desk? Oh my gosh, guys, I've lost my mind. I'm going to have to get a new paper. Grab a new. Oh, it fell on the ground and I just stepped on it. And now there's blue paint on my sock. Okay, you guys, the amount of it rolled off the desk and it was on the floor and now there's blue paint on my sock. This is just never, there's so much chaos here, like all the time. I stepped on it. I'm just lucky it didn't get on the carpet. I think it just had the paint on one side. I have to channel my middle name, so Bob, they're a week of using my middle name and I just couldn't do it. That's hilarious. Nope, never a dull stream. We've got cats eating things, paint on the socks. We've got imposters everywhere. Hi, Not Steve. Oh, man. Yeah, so I've trained my brain, and after 4 years of live streaming, it's just kind of stuck. I have slipped up once or twice myself, especially like with the kids, but yeah. Yeah, Not Steve. Okay, I want to put a little bit of indigo on this side as well. Just for some shadow. Okay, are you guys in witness protection? No, we are not in witness protection. I'm just, keep things private. You guys know me. Oh, nice. You'll love it. Well, if it helps, my name really is Emily. Does that help? Oh my gosh, it's in my lap. And now the tape's falling. Oh my god, you guys. Ah! Okay, hang on. Hang on. Let me get some more tape because it's coming loose. All the chaos. Oh. Slowly moving down. Do you only get loyalty points if you're a member? No, absolutely not. Just be here and chat. That's all you gotta do. Okay. It's just slowly drooping down. Oh my gosh. I will have a much better system set up. Emily is famous. I'm so famous. Okay. Okay. There we go. Okay, let's try this again. Oh, I'm moving the tripod. Just look, camera. You just gotta stay put for like 10 more minutes. Can you do that? There you go. Well, now you know I'm wearing black leggings, I suppose. Ooh, yay, Lucy. That's so exciting. I swear to Pete, tape, if you fall off. It's such a ghetto setup, I'm not gonna lie. I'll have to show you guys it under the other cam so you can laugh at my MacGyvering of this camera. It's so pathetic. I couldn't find my masking tape, so here. There it is. It's covered in wash. That is true, Kelly. This would have been an entirely different stream had there been no pants. But also, since I've stood up on the face cam, dear God in heaven, I hope I'm wearing pants. Oh, what a stream. Just by chatting. Every 10 minutes you earn 40 points or something? Something like that. But yeah, it's meant to like save up all year. How is she doing it? I don't know. Oh my goodness. It does take a fair amount of discipline, though. I will say that. I definitely had to retrain my brain. But I will say, like, I was going to say, like, it's definitely helped me. Like, when I'm hanging out with friends, I've always had an issue with talking too much, which is not a surprise to anyone whatsoever. But I kind of had to, as an adult, one of the things that I learned is listening versus just talking. And I had to make a conscious effort to make sure that I don't just like switch and start saying my part of the story, whatever. You know, like really listen to the person. I know it sounds like a silly thing to have to learn, but when you're as extroverted as I am, it's really easy to just like talk over. And so doing this has helped me get better at, it's silly to say that I needed conversational skills, but like looking back, I absolutely did. Granted, I don't know. Let's see. For which one? What did Elise say? Yeah, just by chatting. Your points are at 0. Let me see real quick. Elise, Charlene, fine. Yeah, because you don't have to be a member to do it. Let me look at where is it? Loyalty. There we go. Okay, so we're gonna do Elise. Why doesn't it show you on the list? Okay, Isis, you need to stop that. Let's see. Elise, Charlene, fine art. Oh, you have 60 points. You have 60 points. Yeah, you really do. You really do. Conversation night when she retells all this to see if he's going to crack up. I think Steve is lurking, actually. Yeah, you have 60 points. Oh, that's exactly it, Emma. I am the kind of person, okay? For example, I was getting, we had a hole in her tire and I had to take it to the tire shop to get it fixed, right? There's a woman there. She's got 2 little boys, right? She's got 2 little boys. And of course, what we automatically had in common was mothers. Anyway, long story short, hi, not Steve the Lurker. Do you have to be a member to get points? No, absolutely not. No, you just be in chat and chat every 10 minutes or so. So yeah, you've got 60 points right now. Anyway, she and I started chatting and it is so easy for me to just tell random strangers my entire life story. She knows more about me than probably even you guys do at this point, and I don't even know her name and I will never see her again. So having a filter for me is probably a good thing. Okay, for this little filigree here, what are we gonna do for this? I think, what is this one? Is this kind of a, that is really pretty. When you click the link to check your points, make sure the system is looking at your YouTube credentials. Yeah, well, and all you need to do is just type in exclamation point points, and that should get you through. Okay, I feel like, what's this one here? I don't know that I want to do that one either. Maybe we just do some of the blue we already have. Allison. Yeah, no membership required. I try not to do too much like exclusive content, but I mean, let's be honest, there's a part of me that, you know, earns from this, and it is nice to have that additional income. And without it, I probably wouldn't be able to. However, I don't want to make my content so exclusive that you can't join in the fun, right? So I try to make it as easily accessible to everyone. So we do have memberships, but you don't miss out on any of the video content. The members, they get obviously the knowledge and great appreciation, you know, for supporting me and everything. And then, but you also get the pencil in your name, emotes to use during the live chat, and a free coloring page once a month. Thanks, Callie. Okay, I want to put a little bit of purple as a shadow under here. Right? A little bit. Oh, wait, do I want to use purple or this one? What is this one? This one is... Ooh, that's like a blue violet. Let's use that. But I'm not even going to water it down much. I'm going to leave it in a monster-in-law instead of a mother-in-law, right? I got really lucky with my mother-in-law, actually. Pretty awesome. Okay, that was a lot of paint, but I wanted to do a lot of paint, so I'm just thinning it out a little bit now. Okay. Della, keep talking. Let's see. Okay, we're gonna do some here. Maybe a little bit more. Okay. Do mods get points too? Absolutely. Absolutely. Everyone is eligible to vegetables. Eat your vegetables. Everyone is eligible for points. Oh, words are hard. No, I want to get a huge quilt by the end of the year. Yeah, no worries. Oh, my 6-month pencil. Hi, Claire. How are you? I was telling everybody about our potential idea to do another stream. I need to look at the calendar and see where we're at with it, but it would be so fun to do another. In fact, the question of the day up there is inspired from that. My coffee cup is magic. It's made my coffee disappear. Wow. It's so... Did you ever see that video about the magic coffee table that the husband has? Like, I put things down and it just magically disappears. And the wife is like, you've got to be kidding me. We've just been having lots of chaos here today. Okay, I want to use the same violet blue underneath here. I think it's giving it a good amount of shadow. A little more. I know that it's supposed to be painted, so it really shouldn't have this kind of words are hard. Dimensional shading to make it look like, you know, they're separate pieces. But I just can't help it. Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. And I think I realized what my thing that challenges me the most is, and it's fur. Fur in me. It's not... We don't get along well. It's hard. So yeah, I think fur is probably my biggest weakness. Let's put some shadow under the hands. Yeah, it's been chaos. But you know, good fun chaos. The cat started eating. Lies. I'm sorry. All right, so yeah, this is definitely like a violet blue for sure, but I like what it's doing for it. All right, let's take some of that blue that we had earlier. Let's do along the edge there. A little bit more. I think it was this one. Yes, that one. But yeah, I really like doing watercolor in Kerby books. It just makes it easier. Okay, then let's do indigo one more time. There we go. And bring it down. I feel like when we're done, we'll still need to add more to it. Okay, I like that. Oh my gosh, it's 12:02. How did it get to be 12:02 already? It just kind of snuck up on us, didn't it? Anyway, we're clearly not done. We have a lot left to do. Like a lot. But she's got color on her. I don't really get along, but every time we hang out, it reminds me of when we are divorced. Isn't that so nice? So nice. Okay, let's see. Let's do... What do I want to do for this? Let's copy this real quick. And then this one isn't going to have this or this. There we go. Now we can go from this. Oh, hey, that's me. Got all these different ones. Okay, we're good. We're good because I don't want to close this yet though because it needs to dry. Just grab some paint, put it to paper, you're good to go. Watercolors are surprisingly forgiving because you can reactivate them. Okay, I am going to, well, I guess we'll just leave that there. Okay. All right. It is 12:04 now. Who would like to do some words on stream? Oh my gosh, I'm moving that. Ooh, there you go. All right, words on stream. Let's see. Where'd it go? There it is. They see me. Okay, let's pause our music, shall we? Hang on 1 second. Clear my throat for a second. All right. Down. We're gonna log in. Make muddy mess sometimes. It makes me think. What kind of watercolor to buy? Just get yourself. Don't do any of the Master's Touch brand at Hobby Lobby because it gets a little rough. But even just a small one like this, like you don't even need a big palette. They have smaller ones that have only like 8 colors, and just practice. Bye, Josephine. Thanks for being here. Okey-doke. Logging in here. We're gonna get our link. Okay, we're gonna pop that over. Yeah. Claire, have you ever played Words on Stream with us? Because you totally should. All right. Okay, I think we're good to go. Woo, Leanne, look at that, building up them points. All right. Go ahead and get started. Okay, I'm gonna come over here and what is it? I see Impure. There we go. Good set of primary watercolors. You can mix. Yes, exactly. Oh, Umpire Megan, nice. Mic over here so you can see a little bit more. Get my water. Okay, let's see. Yeah, some of the words aren't always super family friendly. Not that rump is bad, but we definitely get some more interesting ones. Okay, so 4 more 4-letter words. We have Meyer. I wonder if there's an E letter word. Emu, but that's only 3 letters. Here, perm. What about oh, Amir. It was E. Well done, Natalie. Alrighty. Next, Megan, number 1, followed closely by Lucy. Well done. I see ringer. What is the H though? I mean, there's hinge. Herring. Oh, I didn't even get that. Well done. Let's see. Hire, H-I-E-R. Let's see. Oh, rain. That's a good one. Hinger. Interesting. Let's see. Oh, airing. There's 1 more 6-letter word, 2 5-letter words, and 2 4-letter words. So what about, yeah, rain was really good. What about ire? That's a word, right? Ire. Got air, nay, yeah. How much is the membership? If you click the little $, I think, do I have different levels? I think it's just 1 level. I want to say $4.99 or $5.99. I'm not positive, but if you click down at the bottom, the little $, or if you're on desktop, it's going to be below the stream, and you should see a join button, or you can type in ! membership, and that should bring up the link for it also. There it is. Oh, we have 1 more, another 6-letter word. Let's see. Not renege. Is that a word? Like renege on a bet? Could be start with an R, could start with an H. We already tried hinger. Oh well, we got it. We got our skip 3 levels. Oh no, that wouldn't have been. Wait, was that it? Was that long a 6-letter? Oh, it probably was rehire. Sue coming in number 1 on both. Well done. Lots of play on words. Yes, absolutely. All right, so now there is a fake letter. Cola. Is that a word? Okay, what about cola? Or clop? Social. Okay, it is a fake P. A fake P. But what about colas? There we go. Okay, so no P. What about, oh, coils. Coils, coil, yeah. Do we do pale? Oh, wait, the P was fake. Don't listen to me. I don't know what I'm doing. Oh, soil. Right, Vicky? I know, whenever I play words on stream with some friends over on Twitch, like, I hate being on my phone for it. I'm like, I can't type fast enough. Let's see. We did silo. What about Laos is a country? Just throwing it out there. Coals. Okay, so they're all 4-letter words that are left. Oh, also. Oh, yep, Natalie. Got them at the same time. Well done. Also, let's see, coil. Oh, chow. That's a good one. Okay, so we could do one that starts with an L. Locomotion. Lewis. Oh, loci. There we go. Well, it's gonna start with a. I guess it could start with an I too. Islo. Oof. Oof. But I think we got skipped 3 levels anyway, so we're good. Woohoo! All right, Sue still number 1 in both, followed by Emma, number 2 in both. Well done. Lots of words. It's usually not the double letters, so wait, how do you spell conscience? Conscience. That's not right, right? No. No, because there's 2 O's. Cosine? Sine? Oh, economic! Okay, it's a fake S. Fake S. Economic. Okay, so what about just econo? I wonder if that's a word. Okay, so no S. Oh, mine. Sign? C-I-N-E, perhaps? Tone, mice, comic, income. Well done, Sue. Sign. Here we go. Oop, but we hit our goal. Whoop. Okay, so we have another C one. We could have more that's letter M. And possibly more that's letter N. A gnome-mobile. I saw gnome because, well, there's no G, but I was thinking gnome. Riding along in the gnome-mobile. That's a throwback. Let's see. Cohen, is that a word? Cocoa. Oh, it is. Nice. Okay, so we have one that starts with an M. Potentially one that starts with an O or an N. Omen. Okay. So one more 4-letter word, one more 5-letter word. What about... I'm gonna say cookie, but that's with a K. I did make cookies yesterday, though. I did. The kids had testing all day, so I treated them to homemade cookies after school. Just chocolate chip. But I think I might go have, like, 1 or 10 of them. Just kidding, not 10. All right, Sue, number 1 overall. Well done. I see photo. Not photo. Okay, so it means it's either going to be the H or the T because it's not usually double letters. There we go. First one on the board. It's poop. At least I didn't scream at you guys to all type in butts this time. I I'm so sorry about that. Okay, what about, maybe it's another, oh, maybe it's a pontoon. Pontoon. Poet. Okay, so we need to clear the N or the H. No, it'd be the H because I did photo and it didn't take it. So it's a fake H. Okay, fake H. So, probably tone also. Fake H. See, pontoon. What about? Oh, what about opponent? Opponent? No. Opponent would have been so good. Oh, maybe I was still locked out. Opponent. Aha! Are there any rules to this? No, not at all. You just type your word guesses in chat and call it good to go. It helps if you make sure that you're all the way caught up. Okay, so opponent, let's see. Tone. Did we do none? N-O-N-E? So yeah, it's a hidden N. It's a hidden N. Noon, yep. On to none. Let's see. Another one that starts with P. Let's see, tune. Tenon. Oh, that's good. Oh, what about no one? No? Thought maybe. No, it's not really that, but noon is what it means. Oh, yeah, I didn't even think about that one. I always feel like that's a bad word. I don't know why, but that word I lost it. Anyway, I always feel like it's a bad word. I know it's probably not. I think it's used in a derogatory way, but I know it's technically not. Okay, let's try vile, because we know that's a word. Okay, so that means the H and the E are just fine. There's a hidden letter and a fake letter. Let's try veal. No, okay, and we've done vile. Or veil. What about have? No. I'm wondering if it's the V. Let's just try, about lash. What do we got? Hail. Okay. It probably is. Yeah, okay, it's the V. It's a fake V. So, what would that go with? Oh, heel. Here we go. Could it be a CH or an SH? What about leash, maybe? Okay, what about able? Maybe it's a B. Heels. Inhale. Well done. Okay, so it is a hidden N. So line, lane, lean. The other kind of lean. So L-I-E-N. Here we go. I said line, lane. Let's see. What other one? Oh, alien. That's good. Hind isn't a word. No, because it's hind, I think. Well, we made our goal, so that's good. That one was hard. Well, we got it. We made it through, so we're all good. All right, onward and yonward. All right, Sue, number 1 for total ranking. Well done. Okay. I'm gonna do, see, nothing smaller than 5 letters. What about packets? That's what I'm seeing. Oh, escape. That would have been a good one. Okay, what about just packet? Okay, what about speak? Let's see. Tapes. The P aspic. Okay, so maybe it's the T. The T or the E. Also, I have no idea what aspic means. Okay, well, what about capes? Okay, I'm pretty sure it's the E. Okay, so if it's the E, then what about stick? Stack? Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's the E. Okay, well, what about... No, I guess I said... Oh, packs. Okay. Packs. Oh, what about impact? No, not impact. Plastic. Okay, okay. So yeah, fake E, hidden L. So, let's see. What about, why am I not, okay. What about tails? No, that's with the E. Dang it. Oh no. Oh no. That was too hard. I keep wanting to use the E. Oh, that was so close. That was so close. Why are these getting harder? Okay, we'll close that one. Turn that down a bit. Okay. Right? That was Allison Butts. Oh, it was good times. It was good times. All right, here, let's go to this one now. Oh, we still have. We go to this one. Nah. Okay, well, that's it for today. Thank you, everyone, for being here. Here, we'll just go to this one. It's too close for my face. Anyway, thanks, Renee. We got a very wonky paint pal. This tape is not lasting. Washi tape is not good for holding heavy things. All right, well, that is everything for now. I will pop this up here in case anybody is at the end of the stream and wants to check. So exclamation point charity, that will give you the most current update for everything in regards to our charity and when the ladies are getting everything. So it was absolutely amazing. You all are amazing. I'm gonna head out. We'll be back on Friday to continue working on this page. But yeah, in the meantime, I'll post any other updates in the community tab, and yeah, keep being awesome. And hopefully we should have some new squares to share with you on Friday as well. All right, everyone, have a great rest of your week, and I'll see you on the weekend. All right, bye. Boop.